Welcome back, everybody, to Thanks for Your Concern. You're here with Berenice.
And I'm Ella. Welcome back to another week of the podcast. Berenice, I feel like it's been forever since we chit chat. What has been up? How is New York?
New York is good. I am very reasonably up right now. I feel it like in my soul. My family just came to visit me. And I haven't seen my grandma, my whole family in 2 years. So they were due for a visit, and I honestly I never pictured all of them here. So it was just really cool to be able to share my life with them. At one point we even ran into my gym crush because he's a cop, on the subway. And I was like, oh my God, this is really my life. Here is all my things. And I loved that. It was just really cool. It was so fun. Everybody in my family is just such a good spirit. And my uncle passed away recently, so I think it was just a trip we all needed. Everybody was kind of down as a team, and I feel at least me, I'm feeling just my soul is so content and so happy, and a lot of conversations I feel I needed to have with people were made. I'm not a phone girly. I'm not a phone call text person. Mostly you're my family member, and it's hard for me to explain myself and express myself in Spanish, but no, it was good. I spoke the most Spanish I've ever spoken. I don't even know how I did it. I translated everything in my head before it came out of my mouth, but I made it work. My grandma, she's 79. She is the wildest 79-year-old I have ever met. She was out here drinking beers, having shots of mezcal. Every waiter was concerned for her health. They were okay, but after that one, she's cut off. And we're all she's fine. Don't you dare tell our grandma
that is ages.
She's fine. Yeah, so we had some good moments. Every waiter we met, we ended up hugging, free shot situations. We're just a good time. As a family, we really are a good time. So it was really good, and I'm happy. I will say my little cousin, she's 13, and she's just at the age where she's too cool for school. And I didn't know that she had me blocked on Instagram. And it hurt my ego a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because I think I'm pretty cool. I'm sorry, but if I met me when I was younger, I'd be she's a cool bitch, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot in my life. I'm not out here to judge you. So what you gotta block me for? Come on. But it's okay.
Does she have a Finsta? Was it a Finsta status, or she just didn't want you in her business?
No, her main account, not in her business at all. She has, which I guess it makes sense, I did that. But by the end of the trip, she asked me to do, make a TikTok with her, and I was like, oh, I entered the chat. I'm in, bitch! I'm in!
I love that.
Yeah, so, honestly, it's been good. Yeah, how have you been?
I've been great. My family's in town as well, and everyone's oh, we hear you have a podcast, and it's
God.
because our number one fan is my Aunt Katie.
No,
shout out to Aunt Katie.
Katie,
yeah, she's on she's on YouTube. She has a podcast too, so me and her would chit chat and shop about podcasts. I'm gonna help her with social media.
Anyways, wait, Katie from New York?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
we're my girl.
We're doing tacos tomorrow. Yeah,
okay.
The homie.
Maybe she can convince you to come back. It's time.
Oh, well, she's coming. She's moving back here.
No way. What's she gonna do with? What's homeboy's name?
We can't air her business like that.
I'm sorry. I have so many questions. Please get the whole tea. No, Ella's aunt is really just the coolest person I've ever met.
She's quintessential New York. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have her on. We can have her on the podcast.
Get the tea. She has to tell us.
Yeah, but she was kind of hyping up the podcast, and she was yeah, you guys give great advice, and I love it because it's short, so I can actually listen to it. And she was you guys said some great stuff about boyfriends the other day, and I was we did? I'm sure we did. So that was really fun. But oh my God, I had a funny traumatic incident, and I thought I would share. It's funny. It's hilarious. So I had one of those days, certain days I am I'm having one of those days. Everyone has them. Where you're just like at the end of the day, you're just like wanting to get home. You want your day to be done. I get on the bus. I usually sit in the front of the bus. Shout out to Rosa Parks, okay? I don't sit in the back. I sit in the back of the bus for the first time in a very long time because there's no room in the front.
Right.
I go and sit down at the back of the bus, and I'm literally not playing. I will literally I recorded audio because I don't think people would believe me. There was someone playing Call of Duty through like a Bose Bluetooth portable speaker, like hella fucking loud. And so it literally, I like have never been in, I've never been in combat before, but I was having like a PTSD fucking situation with all these like gunshot sounds going off in the back of this bus. And like, it's Seattle. And the funniest thing about Seattle is that no one will say anything, right? Like straight up, I knew no one else was going to say anything. If I'm going to say something, fuck no. Okay. No. I'm not in like my parents have taught me one thing is to mind my own fucking business, okay? I can stay to that. That's what keeps me out of trouble is minding my own fucking business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm just like, it's a full bus, completely full. There's like 50 people on this bus and no one's saying anything. So we're all just listening to this person play Call of Duty for like 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that would happen today. You know, this wouldn't happen on a day where I'm feeling great. It always happens on like the worst day. But, you know, I heard this thing. You can always start your day over, right? It's just like time is a fucking, it's Fugazi, it's Fugazi, it's fairy dust, right? So if you just want to start your day over, you can do that. You can give yourself permission to be like, you know what? I'm not going to toil for the rest of the day. The new beginning of the day is at 6 p.m. when I get off this bus, okay? So, yeah, but it was quite funny. But love that. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. We got an optimism, a glass half full, a little advice, a little, that's healthy. Look at us.
Yes. And I mean, anyone that has to take public transportation, it's a blessing and a curse, you know? The blessing is that we have access to it. The curse is
what it is.
Also, I think it's so funny because, you know, I'll go and like in Seattle, when I say I don't have a car and I take the bus, everyone thinks it's like a choice that I'm making, you know, like I'm doing it for the environment. Yeah. I'm doing it for financial reasons and I don't have a fucking car, you know, it's not really a choice, but thank you. I guess I will take this badge of honor of doing something for the planet. Bus stories, we love to have them.
We do love to have them. And we have tons today because
we have a lot of great stories.
That feminine urge to do some shit, okay?
Shenanigans.
Just shenanigans. We put this up on Instagram too, so we got a lot of answers from a lot of like other women, and I would just say overall, just like it could be anything. And the girlies made me feel really like validated in like who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you do something and you're like, am I the only crazy bitch? No, thank God.
No, thank God.
We're just girls. So let's get into it.
Let's do it. Feminine urge. Just sometimes you have an urge to do something, and
so sometimes it seems unhinged, but turns out that maybe it's just who we are as feminine humans, beings.
I'll start off a little strong. Sometimes I have the feminine urge to like, you know, like Beyonce and Lemonade, that album, Hold Up, where she just walks in a yellow dress just vandalizes just with the baseball bat. She's busting out windows. Mm-hmm. That's like my feminine urge or my
female rage.
Yeah. Sometimes I just feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just want to take a baseball bat to somebody else's property. Okay? I don't do it, but I have the urge to.
That one goes along with some of the ones people wrote in. It was like the urge to like scream in public, to leave a gut-wrenching scream in public. Mm-hmm. Same. Sometimes I'm in public and I'm like, God fucking do it. Like, I let it out sometimes. That's the nice thing about New York is that a little pizzazz here and there, a little breakdown It's no big deal.
I honestly, something that's on like my bucket list is going to one of those rooms where they like you pay to break things.
Ugh, the rage room. Like, we should
Rage
really
room.
do that.
Yeah,
We'll
make a
they're
trip
not
of
that
it.
expensive either. I've looked at some. They got some good deals in there. I know there's some that like you can smash your cup at a bar. Like, that's not enough.
No.
I need a bat. Have you seen the Smashing Pumpkins trend on TikTok? Like, that one
No.
looks kind of, yeah. Women are now buying pumpkins not to decorate, but to take a bat to them. And I think I need to do that.
I love that. I'm gonna jump on that trend.
Another one that somebody wrote in that I thought was funny: the female urge to become an FBI agent when he starts acting sus.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do it sometimes.
That was pretty self-explanatory. Like, I'd be getting an inkling of a feeling, and I'm like, that's a lie. Like, I couldn't even tell you I think it's the details. Like, when somebody starts telling you a story that they didn't need to share, I'm like, why are they lying? Why are they lying?
Bro, I'm telling you, I get this feeling from my other friends where I'm like, I'm gonna have to research this guy because, like, I feel like, like, why did you
She's
tell
lying.
me this story if you didn't want me to be your private detective, right? Like,
yeah.
You've just told me and now you've hired me accidentally.
Yeah.
Something's not adding up.
Something's up. Something's up. Something is up.
Recently, I had a friend who suspected their whatever of hooking up with this other person, and I was like, who was the other person? And I was like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, I know that other person. Do you want me to reach out to her right now? And they were like, no, that would be crazy. And I'm like, no, it wouldn't be. Let's get this straightened out. We don't have to wonder about this anymore. I could just one Facebook message. And if they don't respond, then that's a response. Okay?
100%. 100%. No, 100%. I changed another man's phone, like, name to another lying man because he basically told me that he was, like, coming to Los Angeles and wanted to hang out. And then, like, there he was acting super suspect. And I was like, there's another girl. There's another girl. I fucking know it. And then, Lord behold, another, like, a common friend posts a video. I see another girl. And I'm like, I fucking knew it. Call up this guy, 6 a.m. Reaching out to me at 6 a.m. Get on the phone, drunk as fuck. And I'm like, so there's another girl, right? Like, you went to Los Angeles with another girl, right? Like, just let me know. Like, just tell me. Like, and then he was like, well, yeah. And I was like, I fucking knew it. Like,
a liar.
You're a liar. I knew it. Yeah, so that does happen. You know what? I don't even know why they try. I don't even know why they try us. Because we're going to find out anyway. Another one is the feminine urge to treat myself whenever I have a good or bad day. Honestly, whenever I want in general.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Period. Please. Like, we're just girls. Like, we need to be treated nice. And if other people aren't treating us nice, we need to treat ourselves even better. Like, I don't know. You know?
Also, if you buy yourself whatever you want, you can't be impressed when, like, a mediocre person does it, right? You know what I'm saying?
True. Very true.
And then also, sometimes, I'm going to be honest, I have to, like, bribe myself to go do things I don't want to do. You know? 100%. Like, I bribe myself like a 3-year-old. Like, hey, you don't want to go to work today, but guess what? If you do go to work, you get to go get a drink. A little fun drinky drink. And that's what I do. And honestly, I feel like it's really a gift that I give to myself that I think every time I get it, it's a treat, you know?
Yeah.
It keeps it fun.
Keeps the vibe up.
Yeah, the vibe up. The pizzazz going.
The pizzazz. Oh my god. Okay, here's another one. The feminine urge to stalk his new girlfriend's Instagram. Of course.
Okay, this goes like one or two ways. I would say I'm a girl's girl, and so I hate when you stalk the other girl and you're like, damn, she's bomb. She looks really good. Like, you know, you're just like, damn.
For me, it's like, who is the brave soul that's embarking on this journey, bro? Good luck. My love to you.
That's the other part that I get where I'm like, oh, she seems like she shouldn't have her life destroyed by this man. You know?
Yeah. Like, maybe. I mean, along those lines, like I know when I was with my ex-boyfriend, his, like, girlfriend liked one of my things, and, like, that's how I knew, like, she was
going yeah. But she liked it, like, it was, like, from, like what, 102 weeks ago or something nuts?
Yeah, like, no, she, like, unliked it, so I couldn't even see the post, but I got the notification. And it does feel kind of nice to know, like, she's looking into me, I would say,
Mhm.
but not in a weird way because we all do it. You know what? Like, I obviously looked at her shit too. Like, and she wasn't
You
the
gotta
only
look at it.
one. I was just a little more slick than she was. That's all I had going for myself, okay? But
You
both
let
of
a
us ended
finger
up being
slip.
exes, so exactly. So maybe she was wishing me well. Doubt it, but you know what? Maybe. And you should wish them well because they have taken out your problem. I think with this one's one I wrote because I'll just be real, like whatever. But the feminine urge to be completely obsessed with like the one they like cheated on you with or like they chose over you.
Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah. And like to obsessively compare yourself to them. I'll say it. It's true. I know it. I tons of my friends have told me the same thing, all right? It's just something that I think psychologically like fucks you up.
You know, what's funny is when like basically like like stalk them long enough for them to have like move on, like for them to move on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like
at
you
one point
see,
you're rooting for them. You're
yeah,
rooting for them, bro. Like they because you the whole
like
mentality is like
you see them with like a new partner who looks like they're treating them well, and you're like, see, you didn't need that lying man either. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you got out from under that. Even though you were part of some trauma towards me, it doesn't mean I would like some trauma inflicted on you. I'm happy you're out of that.
100%. And if you say no, you're lying. We know psychologically you're just attached to that person. You do get over it at some point, but I think like at least for me, it was like for a little bit. I was just like, I just don't get it. Like I just don't get it. Like what was the comparison? And at the end of the day, there is no comparison. Like you're
No.
individual people. You're probably both dope as fuck. Like if anything, maybe he has good taste and is just like driving, you know, women a little bit more cuckoo than other women. That more one stays, one doesn't. Like I don't know. I don't know their relationship. So you should just be blessed that you're out and you know send the other girly some good prayers and thoughts.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Okay, someone wrote this one in, and I was like, spooky. The feminine urge to get revenge.
I have a funny story about this. So I've said this, but like I like was my ex's landlord, right? So I had keys to his apartment. I am a professional. I would never do anything with those. But his other ex found out that I had possession of his keys, and she got very creative in things that she was like, you should do this, and you should do this, you should do this. And I was like, girl, those are crazy. Those are creative. The one that she was like really adamant about was she was like, we should take all of his t-shirts out and hem them 2 inches and then put them back. So he will just like think that all of his clothes got shorter for no reason. And I was like, that is so creative. And then the other one, which I think is like a normal one, was she was like, we should just like hide cat food in his vents. Like open wet cat food. And I was like, that's crazy.
Those are good. Like maybe I should be more.
She came up with those on the spot. And I was like, wow, I'm inspired, but like scared of you.
Yeah, I like that. I don't have it in me. Maybe I'll ask this girl what's her sign. I need to know. I need answers. Maybe I've been too gracefully leaving situations because I'll be like, karma will get him. Karma might not.
I mean,
karma might not. Karma might not.
I think karma always gets them. You can only.
That's true. Me too. And I see it. Like know? Even if it's like their own. Honestly, a lot of people are already miserable, like in their own skin. Then I'm like, living with yourself is enough punishment. Being as stupid as you are, your own punishment. Like for reals. I wouldn't switch spots with you. Like definitely no.
Yeah, and that's why honestly, like the best revenge is like clearly communicating how their actions affected you in a calm manner. I feel like that's a really good way to get revenge. That's like sane. But then there's also the other part of that one. Sometimes you go a little too far and then you send a dissertation about why they're a shitty person over text, and then it looks a little. And I hope you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wish you unwell. Much. I wish you nothing but the worst.
Unwell thoughts only. And
unwell.
There's another one that I like. That's actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I wrote this one. Is it the feminine urge to hit up my old gym buddy, but he has a girlfriend now? I'm really sad about it because that man had me in shape, man. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, now I just can't. I can't. I wanted to hit him up and say, I miss us. Like, the feminine urge just, I miss us. That would be super inappropriate.
Dude, so my friend, like, basically her, like, soon-to-be ex made up, like, a fitness plan for her, right? Because he was trying, he was really into the gym, right? And so I was going off of the fitness plan that he made for her for, like, a really long time, and then they broke up, but I had, like, plateaued, and I was like, can I reach out to your ex to re-up this fitness plan? Because this was working out really good. Like, I was seeing a lot of gains. That person's jacked, bro. It's so crazy. Anyways. Yeah, dude. It sucks when you lose a gym partner.
It sucks when you lose like an ex that was like kind of nice to you in general, and you like can't hit them up anymore because it's like, damn, like, now you have a girlfriend. And it's like inappropriate for me to be like, what's up? Yeah, it's okay. I'll have to find another one. Right now, I'm in the market for a new gym buddy. Somebody brolic, please. Like, I need some motivation. I fought my demons. Yeah, I fought my demons this year. I protected my peace a little too well. And now I'm not heartbroken. Like, I got nothing to work through, so I need a new gym buddy.
Don't say that and manifest some shit to work through, okay, bitch? Enjoy the peace while it lasts.
I'm kidding. No, I'd be guarded, though. Okay. I got another one. I didn't write this one, but it said the feminine urge to destroy my life for some good. It'd be like that sometimes.
You just know somebody's all bad, but you still go do. You still go do it.
It has to be so special though for that. Like, it really does. Like, for me to lose all my like sense of radical thinking, it has to be like bomb diggity. Like, not just good, like, wow.
Next level.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
No, for real. Like, you gotta overcompensate on something. Like, I recently was, like, wrangled into a situationship that I was like, is it that worth it? And I was like, no.
No. If I'm being real.
I'm being so real, like, I can't beat my ex. Can't beat an ex. So if you can't beat that ex, then we're good. We're good here. We're gonna table this.
Save the peace.
Save the peace.
Feminine urge to jump to conclusions. Baby. This is one me and my therapist are working on.
I just know, I saw this one and I was like, period.
Yeah. I honestly, not only do I jump to conclusions, the
worst conclusion.
I jumped to like the end of Act 1 and then I've written out Act 2. Like, I start drawing up conclusions about not only what's happening, but like 10 years down the line. I'm like, oh, this is how this is going to play out for the next 10 years. I can't do this. And then that person texts back and I'm like, oh shit. My bad. I got a little ahead of myself there. I also into jumping to conclusions, I also have like arguments with people that are way better in my head than they play out in real life. Like, you know, like when you're going to break up with someone and you're like, oh, I know what I'm going to say. I know exactly what I'm going to say. So then you have like the whole conversation, like,
even written out, like you got notes.
And you're kind of like waiting for them to like fight with you about it. And then you go, you know, I think we should break up. And they're like, you know what? I've been thinking the same thing. And you're like, God damn it.
Oh, God.
I didn't plan for this.
This
wasn't in the script. I was like, God damn it. You fucking ruined it.
Like, please shut the fuck up so I can have my version of events because I need to say this.
And then you're just like, yo, fuck.
I can't improv. Like, that took me like
literally
3 weeks to come up with that. Oh my God, that happened to me recently. I was like a little drunk and I like had a phone call conversation with somebody that I really shouldn't have. But like, I had written out like what I wanted to get across. This dude answers the phone, delusional as fuck. Did you call to say you have feelings for me? I was like, yo, that took me for a spin.
like, oh man, this was not in the fucking. I didn't plan for this.
That lost my focus. Like, you know, like sometimes you gotta just like give the props for like shaking it up though. Like, keep on with their toes. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like I think they use like basically like a argument. When you're developing a case and you're going to cross-examine someone, you basically like have a scenario planned out, a next question for every one of their answers. And then sometimes somebody says something and you're like, fuck, I really didn't plan a response to that.
No, for real. Those are a doozy, bro. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, it's like when, I don't want to shit. When you ask homeboy if he slept with one of your sisters, sorority sisters, and he just goes, which one?
That struck me, bro. Like,
and you're like, oh, well, fuck. My feelings were hurt before, but now I'm really hurt.
You know what? I totally forgot about that. That really hurt my feelings, though. Like, yeah. I think I was so shocked that I was just like, oh my God, is this real life right now? I think comes a time where, like, the humor just starts kicking in, and you're like,
yeah.
He's funny, though. Like, I'll give him that. Like, at least that man's got guts. Like, some people really got gumption. Like,
that
oh my God.
Ballsy.
That was a good one, you know? He lost all his hair, though, so, like, I guess karma got him and his hairline. For being mean to me.
Not everyone's aging gracefully. And it usually has to do with someone's bad attitude.
It wasn't mine. Oh my God. Okay, next one. The feminine urge to accidentally flirt with your hot teachers. Absolutely. Because why not? I mean, since middle school, since I saw my TAs in middle school, I was like, this is the finest man my 13-year-old ass has ever seen. I need him.
I think that's where some of my delusions started, because I thought it was going to happen. Like, I thought it was like...
It's like, he's going to add me back on Facebook. Like, he has to.
He has to.
No, literally, that's creepy, though. So I'm glad he didn't. Like, that means he's normal. You know?
I was thinking, I was thinking about this before, and I was like, I feel like some people entertain things for too long. Like, I feel like I felt like there was some energy going back and forth. I don't think it was one-sided, okay, in my defense, but
yeah.
I remember this one time I was, like, crushing on a TA in college, and I was, like, trying to figure out if it was doable and ethical. And then this girl, I, like, look over to the screen on the girl next to me, and she's coding and, like, deep into some, like, fucking computer science shit. And I was like, that's probably what I should be worried about. That's probably what I should be doing, not what I'm currently trying to do on my laptop. I'm a trash person, dude.
Your priorities were just different, okay?
Yeah,
You're
super
just a lover
different.
girl, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you were just, like, really trying to figure out your chances. And, like, you know, you miss every opportunity you don't take, so, like, you're just getting another opportunity. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's fine. The feminine urge to block any man who says he's a nice guy. Yeah, those people are the worst. You should
Bro, that was a very early episode that we had, and we had a professional therapist or psychiatrist, technically. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was a therapist, and we talked about this, and ever since we had that conversation, it's been like just percolating in my brain, which is that people who say they're nice guys are never nice guys.
No, or there's a reason behind it. Like, I could always tell, like, a dude that was like, oh yeah, I'm just your friend, but he, like, drive me to the airport or something, and then he, like, threw that in my face one day, and I was just like, see, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that, because now I know not to ask you for fucking shit, because you're only doing this so you can get something, like, reciprocated from me. That's not a nice guy. You're opportunistic. Like, you found an angle. You know what I mean? Like, be fucking for real. Like, nobody is that nice for no reason, to be honest with you. Like, nothing's free, unfortunately.
Or if
you might as well.
if you're a kind person, you don't need to say it. Just, like, it's just, like, one of those
100%.
things where it's,
Yeah.
like, the loudest person in the room is, like, the one that's not always right. You know what I'm saying? If you're, like, yelling at someone that you're a nice person, I mean, then how nice are you really? Because you're just wanting the recognition. So, yeah, I don't like nice guys. But also, someone says that they're an asshole, you should probably believe that, though,
I agree.
Yeah.
I would say, like, I am more attracted to somebody who's, like, a little more of an asshole, because at least you know that, like, those people are gonna be real with you. A nice guy ain't always gonna tell you, like, they're gonna tell you more what you want to hear rather than not what you want. Like, for reals. And then I think, like, sometimes, like, I would say my ex was, like, a pretty nice guy, but then sometimes he'd say some fucked up shit, and I'd be like, how did you just sneak that in there to completely hurt my feelings? And I've been thinking about it for 3 months. Like, that's not so nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The feminine urge to just think about something for 3 months before you fully process it. Like,
yeah, you wake up out of, like, a hot sweat in the
yeah,
night, and you're like, what the
wait
fuck
a
did he say?
What did he mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes have the urge to, like, ruminate on something somebody said and, like, think about all the things I should have said. Like, and I almost want to, like, go back and call them up and be like, when you said that thing 8 years ago? Well, I actually have something to say to that.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
That. I have done that before. I think it's always okay to revisit foul behavior. They know what they said, and they know what they did, and they know how it made you feel, because they probably saw your face drop when they said it. Yeah. Don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt. If they hurt your feelings, like, don't go think about it forever. Just be like, yo, that's fucked up.
That's fucked.
That's actually, like, kind of messed up that you just said that.
I'm a nice girl.
Oh my god, okay. We have another one. Someone wrote this one in, and I love this. She said, the feminine urge to say, sorry, I don't have any change, when men try to catcall you.
Bro, I haven't been catcalled in a while, and maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but I'm gonna use that if I ever do need that. Actually, someone catcalled me the other day. He said, I know I'm mixed. This is, mind you, let me set the scene. I'm sitting at the bus stop at 6:30 a.m. about to go to fucking Pilates. And this dude comes up to me and he goes, I know I mixed breakfast, and I know I missed lunch, so maybe you and I can get together for dinner. And I was like, it's 6:30. He's like, oh, you're right. He's like, don't tell anyone I talk to you. And I was like, okay.
Damn, I was about to be like, maybe we should give him a shot. Like, that's not even a catcall. Like, that's a full-on hit on. Like, I kind of like that one. No, he really had to ruin it with don't tell anyone I talk to you.
I was like, okay.
Classic.
I was like, you're a stranger. Who would I tell? But whatever.
Whatever. Oh my god. Okay, this one goes along those lines in a way. It says, the feminine urge to fall in love with boys who don't know I exist. Sis, make yourself known, alright? You just slide into these DMs. Shoot your shot. Because why not? They're probably a horrible person anyway, so, like, you might as well try.
See, I mean, maybe they were really thinking about people that don't know they exist, like celebrities.
Do you think so?
Or
I don't know.
If it's anyone that you can literally come in contact with, you should just shoot your shot.
100%.
Why don't they know you exist? You need to make yourself known.
They probably know you exist, but I would say, like, in the most part, if it's, like, a man that's not, like, super thirsty, they're gonna, and you're in their surroundings constantly, they're not gonna want to creep you out and be, like, weird. You know, like what happened with my gym crush. He kind of just, like, let me do my fucking thing until I was like, oh, here's my Instagram. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for it. But you just have to, like, get an in, you know? And something that my family said to me this weekend that I was like, oh, yeah, was I, called somebody a little drunky. And I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. And then they're like, you're a girl. Like, it slides. And I was just like, I've never really thought about that. But yeah, you're a girl. You can just go up and say hi as long as you're not like staring at him, not saying anything. You can just be like, oh yeah, like I like your whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My name is blah. What's your name? That is literally how you start a conversation. You don't have to know anything about him.
No.
So
Be
shoot your
ballsy.
shot. Be ballsy. It's cold
I'm
outside.
always about that.
Get yourself a little cuddle buddy. I say that as like I have no cuddle buddies. Like
Hey girl, it's early in the season. You better get out there.
I don't even know.
You better start doing laps around your neighborhood and find a suitor. Figure it out. Start going to a different laundromat. I don't know.
No. No, I think I'm good. This one's a good one. It says a feminine urge not to be fazed by traumatic events, but cry over the most minor of inconveniences.
Yeah.
Like trauma, I know her. Like she's not new. There's nothing that I'm faced by in life, death, family situations, breakups. Like I'm gonna be okay. Me not getting something that is just like always there and reliable on time or on when I expected it, that just really bucks up my day. You know what I mean? Bucks up the flow of all the other shit that's already going on.
Okay, so like, I swear to God, one time I went out of my way to get a Jamba Juice. Those Jamba Juice gives me life. And when I walked in there, they like didn't have a mango, which is like the main ingredient of all the things I like there. And I was like, this is it. This is like, what is it? Like, this is my 13th reason. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't handle life. Why is life so cruel?
Of the iceberg. Yes.
Yeah, but when big things happen, I like don't cry about it. But then I cry when it's inappropriate, and I'm like, oh man, I should have cried about this at the right time because now it's awkward for everyone.
One big one where I experienced this was when we lived in the sorority, and like we were down bad in every aspect of our lives. And I just remember like I hadn't had any sleep. I was failing Japanese. I was like had just gone to jail. Like so many things, you know. And I sit there and they make us food, but like honestly, like the food doesn't taste like anything. So I sat there and I was like eating my burrito. And I was like, this burrito is so bad. And I just like could not stop profusely crying while I was like eating this burrito. And I think that was just like a metaphor for like nothing is going good in this.
Literally, like I can't even have a burrito. Like
a burrito. I can't.
Like this is so fucked.
Exactly. So we feel you. We feel your pain. It's just normal. The feminine urge to make men do tasks you don't want to do. Period.
Literally.
I feel like self-explanatory. Like, if we do something for them, why they not nice to us and do something for us? It makes sense.
Duh.
And hold them accountable. If somebody tells me that they're going to do something for me, I'm going to remind them. Remember when you said this? I would like that still.
You're calling in the favor. Not letting things go when someone says something, they'll do something for you.
I'm just a girl. Like, how am I going to get that done?
I need it. I need the help.
I need it. I actually got this one from a friend. She was on the podcast before, but she was a baby, and she's like, as a girl, like, there's just things I don't do that my, like, baby daddy, he has to do. Like, take out the trash. Like, things like I don't want to do. And I'm like, yeah, that's his job. Yeah. You birthed a baby. He has to do things, too. Girl math.
We love it.
We bless them with our presence. They just do a couple little tasks there and there for us to make our life a little easier, to make us not cry over burritos. Partnership. That's how we love that. The feminine urge to have designated chopsticks for different areas. It just makes sense. You lose those. I have like 20 and I only have 2 right now. But I've bought probably like 50 in my lifetime.
My most expensive habit is probably to have my skincare, a full body skincare, facial care in like 3 places. One for my gym bag, one for overnight trips, and one in my house. Is that ridiculous? Yes, but I kind of need it, okay? You don't want to pack all your face items every morning for after Pilates, okay? So you just have a little bag that just stays in your Pilates bag.
You gotta have options, you know, and chapsticks, they're like anything else, really. You just want to have one here, another one there.
You know, it's fun.
There.
It's like people who like, you know, like Boy Scouts. I don't know if you've ever met an adult who was a Boy Scout, right? That was really into it, or like into Eagle Scouts. They have like backpacks, and you'll never find like an Eagle Scout unprepared for whatever situation he's going into. I'm the same way, but the situations are just very different. Like, he could survive in the wilderness. I could survive an impromptu trip across the globe at any moment at any time. I'm ready.
100%. I may not have a lot of things in my bag, but like there's sewing needles in there. I can make a fit anywhere.
Oof.
You just I'm resourceful.
Period.
Period. Same thing with chapsticks. Same thing with anything. Okay? The feminine urge to end up in the DJ booth.
Oof. This is a favorite of mine.
Really?
Yeah, the DJ booth VIP area. It's been a while, but yeah, that is like where I like to end up. I like to be above everybody else, you know, to feel like the ultimate cool girl.
I am just a feral little rat. I'm like, where's the speaker and where is the bar? And if the people are not vibing and I'm VIP, I do not care if I belong here. I've been going out with the commoners. Like, some of those people are way more fun. I am a girly for the vibes. I follow the vibes. Sometimes, like, you get in the DJ booth and the people there kind of fucking suck. And also, like, you don't get speakers right by the DJ booth usually because, like, you know, they're doing their thing. And I'm there for the music. So it's like, I'd rather go lose my hearing over there. You know what I mean?
Oh, we love hearing loss.
We love hearing loss, like, obviously. Tensinitis, yeah. Basically. Just wherever I could feel like the speakers are going through my body, like the music is entering my body, that's where I like to be. But don't get me wrong, if I have the opportunity, girlies, I'll go be at Cloud Chaser too. 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. I fully support it. Fully support it. It's actually the dream. Like, if I had to do nothing and then I could just, like, be a DJ's girlfriend, down.
Yeah, you gotta start making Everyone's getting old and getting married, so you gotta start making movements.
I'm aging out on that. I realize that. I realize
on the tour
that.
life.
And and I'm okay with that, actually. I don't know how they do that. It's fine.
Money.
I lost my chances. You know what? I met DJs, okay? I have met plenty of DJs. I don't want anything to do with them, to be completely honest with you. I'm sure there's decent, awesome human beings out there, but the ones that I have acquainted, they just asked me to go do ketamine in the bathroom, and I was just like, not the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It attracts a certain type of person, for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting, and then they're like, I play music, like, you should want me. And I was like, I have better taste in music than you. I fully believe it. You just put it together.
Get this girl a mixer.
Please. I'm ready. I have fully delusionally believed for years that, like, I could make bomb beats if I had just choose to.
You and I both, girl. I'm still living in that one.
You know, maybe this is just, like, the start of something new. Like, I don't know.
Because I love it.
The feminine urge to believe you can literally do anything.
Woo! My number one.
Let's fucking go. All right? We'll end up with that.
You can do anything.
You can do anything. As a woman, if you put your mind to it, if you put some work into it, I fully believe in every one of you. You can do anything.
Preach. All right, everybody. That's the episode. Send us... If you have any that you're like dying to tell us on social media. We're on everything. We're at Thanks the number 4 Your Concern. You can find me at Ella L. Tutor.
And I'm at Berenice Ideas M.
And make sure to subscribe to this podcast and share it with a friend. You can find us on all listening platforms and YouTube. All right, you guys, we're going to be here next week. So we hope that you have a wonderful time before you hear from us next. Bye.